So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a big one today because we're facing Chelsea and Liverpool. So this is going to be the test, really, isn't it? How far we've come, because I think the last time we played Chelsea and Liverpool, we were playing on top player. Let's go back and have a look what the results were before as we scroll up. So we drew against Chelsea and we actually beat Liverpool. This time around, it could be a little bit different. I don't know if the Chelsea one's going to be easier or not. You know, Liverpool are generally more attacking side, and our only real, benefit here is trying to sort of counter them. But we'll certainly see. But anyway, today we have got a couple of updates. I've got a new scoreboard in there. It's an NBC Sports one. I quite like it because it's the name, whatever. If it's Everton, then it's blue or orange, whatever kit they're wearing. And if you're facing Chelsea, it's blue. So according to what they're wearing, the scoreboard will have different colours. I think it quite, it looks different. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. All right, so one thing also that we've done, I've found a couple of faces. I think it was Viking Duck sent me one over on EvoWeb. First of all, Alan, there he is. A little bit more respectable than what he was. And this guy here, Sebastian, I'm going to call him Sebastian Villa. Kind of like David Villa. I tried watching a Spanish video, and because they talk so fast, the only thing I got was Sebastian Villa. So I was like, well, I'm guessing he's saying his name, so we're just going to call him Villa or Villa. But Sebastian Villa, that's what we're going to go for. Whether it's right or not, I don't care. That's what we're going to go for. But his face is right. I mean, his hairline's kind of receding here. I don't know if that's how his hairline is. I've seen pictures of him, and it does look like his hairline is quite far back. So, hey, either way, this is far better than the default basic nonsense we had. So, there we go. Anyway, let's dive into it. So, today, we're just going to get right into the gameplay today. 2 matches for you guys. Taking on the Chelsea, you've got a pretty solid lineup. I mean, Christensen and Rudiger at the back. It's beatable, certainly. Don't know why they're not starting Thiago. But anyway, let's come up with a lineup. Check out the players. Oh, Alan, you're killing me, man. You got to be up for this match. All right, anyway, let's come up with the team and we'll return. Okay, so we're going to have to roll with this. It's not necessarily the lineup that I want to go for, but you got to deal with what you got to deal with, people. So Mina's down, Alan's also down, and I just don't like playing people that are not on form. I just don't, and it's a good way to keep the team rotated as well. That's why form arrows are in the game. It's because of rotation. I mean, I still think Konami need to revamp them a little bit and tweak them, because if you score a hat-trick in one game, surely you're up for the next one, but, Konami logic sometimes. But yeah, we're going to start Richarlison. This time Calvert-Lewin up top instead of myself or Luigi Jr. Because it's not me, is it? It's Luigi. But you know what I'm talking about. And then Villa's going to start as well. We're going to still start this guy. He had a cracking first game. I'm going to start James. I kind of want to bring David in, but I don't know. We'll give James the benefit of the doubt. Andre Gomez and Decore. This is where I'm a little bit without Alan. We're lacking in the DMF department, but Decore generally is a physical player, and I'm hoping he can do something in there. And then at the back, we're going to have to go for Keane, Godfrey, because he's buzzing, and Babu as well, he starts, and Digne and Olsen. I know someone said that I have like 4 right backs now, but look, and Babu, he's all right. I'll stick him on the left wing. It's not going to be a big difference if we play right back, left back. So, and Babu can play both flanks. It doesn't matter. He's going to get the job done. So that's the team we're going to go for. Maybe I wanted to try out putting like Richarlison up top and then put in even James on the wing, and then David comes in, but it's going to drop my spirit down like 77. I need the highest spirit we can possibly get here, people. So there we go. Anyway, that is the lineup. We're taking on the Chelsea. As you know, they are lying in 3rd. It's a big one. 3rd against 4th. If we win, we go into 3rd place. Anyway, we are going to be diving into these settings right here. Superstar. It's going to be a 15-minute match, by the way, so hopefully there'll be some chances and I'll, narrow them down afterwards. Anyway, let's do it. And hopefully win. Let's go. So here we are, Stamford Bridge. There's the new scoreboard. We're live on NBC Sports for this one. And yeah, I like the scoreboard. I like the look of it. Let me know if you do in the comments below. But yeah, this is a big match, people. A big match. Chelsea taking on the Evertonians in a big match between them. As we keep saying, it's a big match, if you guys didn't know this already. But here we go. Chelsea get us underway, and they are going to be attacking from your left to right, and Everton from right to left. I've said that backwards a couple of times before, but that's how it's going to work, and it's going to be all about the Toffees, and if they can contain this Chelsea side, who have been sort of up and down Chelsea between sort of first and second and third. There's been a couple of terrible passes there by Andre Gomez, but you know, a couple of big matches that have not gone Chelsea's way, and likewise Everton's been in the same boat. But this is a chance here for Werner as he flicks it on. There's an effort, good save by the goalie, and Mbabu gets it away. Ooh, risky start. Nice play here by Werner. Fed it first time into the space, and Abraham struck it well, and Olsen coming up trumps. And well done Mbabu getting there first, son. So a chance from the corner. As we know, no Mina today for Everton, so they very well may miss him at the back as Mbabu tried to get it off Jose Callejon. It does deliver it high, looking for Abraham. Now the new boy of Villa can bring this one forward. This guy is quick and he's got some pace. Well, that's the same as being quick. What we meant is he's got some tricks. There you go. James Rodriguez gets denied by Chelsea. Ziyech finding Timo Werner, who's been a good signing for them. There's no doubt Werner's brought something else to the table, and certainly Ziyech as well. And Chelsea are starting off this game lively. This time Ziyech looks like he's just going to fizz one in and not hang about too much. He's gone towards the middle of the field. Jorginho, Callejon. Everton just can't get rid of the ball right now. Digne gets it away. Villa couldn't quite win the header, but this is going to fall nicely to Calvert-Lewin. Back towards the Colombian. And he's going to swing that all the way around to the other new signing, Mbabu. We'll see what he can do as the season draws on. But now it's all about Everton just trying to dictate the game a little bit more and create something. They've not had any possession this opening 10 minutes. It's been all Chelsea. No doubt, though, they are going to miss the likes of Allen. He's a big player for Everton. Works his socks off. James still trying to keep it. Does enough. Andre Gomez just trying to skip past his man. Little flick up the line. Calvert-Lewin back towards Decore. A little bit better this by Everton. Overlapping run out wide here for the new boy of Mbabu. He says, I am just going to float this one in towards the back post. Nodded across. Calvert-Lewin couldn't get there. Timo Werner with a interesting diving header. And suddenly Everton now starting to play. Calvert-Lewin! Oh! We're loving it. Absolute filthiness. Oh, I tell you, what a finish. What a finish. I think it's this controller, the PlayStation 5 controller in full effect, that we can now put the ball in the net. Timo Werner there cleared it away. And after Everton got bombarded in the opening 10 minutes, this is a flick right here. And that finish, oh, we're going to get a better angle of this one, because when you get a finish like that, you want to see it twice. The ball was played inside. It's debatable whether he was onside here. I would actually like to have a look if he was. When that ball was played, right about there, yeah, you can see he's just about onside, barely. Fed up the line. And then when he hits this, it's just a brilliant finish. Oh, beautiful. So Everton take the lead. A long, long way to go, but that got Luigi definitely out of his seat. And now it's time for Chelsea to see what they can do. Remember, if Everton win today, for the first time this season, they push up into third place and Chelsea drop off to fourth. And then after this, of course, they're taking on Liverpool as well. Calvert-Lewin, James Rodriguez. Dinks it over the top, and Calvert-Lewin's in again. Oh, so close to getting in. And it's a corner. So James Rodriguez will take this one as he looks for Keane, who tries to flick it on. Godfrey's there, saved by the keeper. It's not the best clearance in the world. Comes back to Andre Gomez, as Everton now are looking for another one. And Kepa Arrizabalaga with a comfortable save in the end, but that was a big stop by him to deny number 2. What a start that would have been for the Toffees. And now here comes Azpilicueta. Held up by Gomez. Inside to Kovacic. Well, a little bit of a deflection there. Back towards Azpilicueta and Keane, who's been... I'll tell you what, Keane has been really solid this season at the back. Done the business when he's had to. Generally, when him and Mina are at the back, it's a hard time to score against Everton. Now here is Andre Gomez, just flicks it over the top towards James. And he's found the space of Villa, who's got a lot of pace, up against Kovacic. Tries to skip past him, does fantastically well. Andre Gomez towards James. Villa thinks it back towards James. It's a bit of confusion for Chelsea. And they are looking extra saucy right now at the back. And here he goes again. Dinks it up the line to Digne. Plenty of players are queuing up, looking for James. Comes back towards Mbabu as he nods it to Richarlison. And he dinks it over the top. And Mbabu flicks it across. Calvert-Lewin with the volley. Good defending by, I think it was Rudiger. And Chelsea have really got to step this up a little bit, because right now, feeling the pressure. Every time Everton get the ball and come forward with it. Jorginho finding Chilwell. Gets it back again, looking for that long ball through the middle, but that's not going to happen. And now another chance. Calvert-Lewin, what a touch that is. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Oh, can he finish it? No, he can't. And the referee, what's he given there? I think he's given it to Chelsea, but Calvert-Lewin today is looking on song. I tried to dink it over the goalie, but I just couldn't get it away. So close. Inside to Keane. I mean, Everton were looking at possibly grabbing another centre-back. That's what Luigi spoke about in the transfer time. But, he decided against it as Calvert-Lewin looks to swing it around the top towards Richarlison. But Luigi looked at the line, looked at the team, and he said, you know what? You've got some young quality centre-backs here, and we want to use them, and we want to try and grow them. And, why not? Why not? Manchester United used to do it, didn't they? Used to grow players from the youth academy and push them through. And that's when you had the likes of Gary Neville, David Beckham, Paul Scholes. I mean, look at the team they turned out to be. Absolutely sensational. Right now, Chelsea are just playing around with it out the back, but they finally found Ziyech. Looking for Abraham. Does win the header. And Babu just tried to flick it on. Decore goes in 100% there. We are into the final 4 minutes of the half. Digne. Towards Villa. Here he goes. Always a tough player to keep with. Does well. Lovely reverse ball. Digne now. Players are queuing up, and it's going to be a corner. So James Rodriguez, as always, to take this one as he delivers it towards Keane. Godfrey's there. He's gone towards the back post. It's going to be a chance for the volley. It was a little bit all over the place. And it's offside. What kind of a finish was that from Villa? I don't know what he did. It was just poor. And it's going to be an early change and an attacking one. Pulisic comes on, and it's going to be the left back of Chilwell coming off. The fans are ready to see him play. Oh, could have played it through, decided not to. Pulisic now has to try and deliver it. And Babu can't quite get onto him, and he needs to make a challenge. Pulisic going all the way. Bit of a deflection, and Keane manages to clear his lines as they couldn't quite win the header. A little bit more urgency now by Chelsea. Ball up the line. Werner, lovely turn. Does find Abraham, who's able to turn himself. And he should have hit the target. Really should have. Keane just got the wrong side of him there ever so slightly for the first time this match. You could see as the ball was fed into him, too far off him. And then has to hit the target. A big affair. Third against fourth in the table, as either of these sides are looking to keep pace with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City. It's another searching pass, and Chelsea are getting a little bit more luck now with these long balls. Decore's missed it. Does manage to find Werner, but he's given it away. Decore now. Richarlison able to bring it forward. Christensen comes across. And Richarlison says, yeah, we're not going to rush too much. We're going to start it again. Find Decore. As Andre Gomez finds Digne. Calvert-Lewin was through the middle, but he very well may have been offside if he did find him. Andre Gomez does really well there. Saying that, Abraham says, nope, not today, son. Going to take it away from you. Is it going to be one goal win? Could be today. It very well could be. Anyway, this is a chance. Decore seeing the run of Calvert-Lewin. Takes it in his stride and into the arms of Kepa. So 2 changes. Sarr coming on for Richarlison. David on for Decore. And another change for Chelsea. Havertz coming on for Abraham. Back towards the centre-back. Time is not on Chelsea's side, as they just try and bring this one forward. Everton will be fine with this. They can play those balls all day. Not a great header there by, not great play by Chelsea. Now here comes Sarr. Cuts back inside. Feeds it across to James. Villa. Oh, he tried to flick it through the defender, but to no avail. Here is Havertz now. Does find Werner. Now there's some space through the middle and no one stayed with him. But Mbabu, there is the ability of him. He is quick. He is quick. And has probably just saved Everton conceding a goal there. Now David just says to Villa, go on son, use your pace. See what you can do up against Rudiger, who could wet himself, but he didn't. Fortunately for Chelsea. 6 minutes to play. Actually 4 minutes to play. Here is Sarr now. Dinks it over the top. Calvert-Lewin, and that will do. Sealed the deal. Calvert-Lewin 2, Chelsea 0. And is it James again with another assist? Well, we spoke about counter-attacks. This is what's happened here. You know, you work it forward when you can. You create chances. That is a fantastic way to score. Lovely flick. Oh no, it's Sarr with the ball, not James. What a ball that is. What a ball, what a touch, what a finish. Beautiful. Well, the final change is a defensive one. Unsurprisingly, Aarons comes on for Digne. It looks like it could be all too late for them, but can they get one right back here with Timo Werner? Look how many Everton players are back fighting for possession. James, lovely play. Beautiful feet. And Sarr is just going to swing this round to Aarons now. And this is a fantastic result for Everton. A really, really convincing performance overall. It was professionally done. You know, it wasn't too sloppy. They didn't force too many passes. They tried to make the most of what they had and basically try and make Chelsea do all the work. And at the end of the day, Chelsea have just not been good enough up top. Keane and Holgate have kept them quiet. Or Godfrey, sorry. And, could we see some more action here? Sarr gets it back again. Bit of a wasted pass, but that's the full-time whistle. Calvert-Lewin. We'll have a look at the top scorers after this. We'll see how many goals he has for the season, but the first goal was beautifully done. And the second goal was the icing on the cake. Yeah, Rudiger, you just couldn't handle us today. So let's have a look at the match stats for you. 4 attempts to 6. I played a 15-minute game, you know what I mean? How long you got to play with these matches? You got a lot of chances if you play maybe a half an hour game, but I don't want to be here all day. Man of the match, unsurprisingly, was a centre forward for Everton. So the other results. Did Liverpool have dropped points against Aston Villa. 1-1 there. Tottenham drew as well. Southampton won 4-0. West Bromwich Albion losing to Burnley. Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 2. Man City did win by a goal to 0. Arsenal won 4-1 against Man United at Old Trafford. Oof. Leicester 3-1 winners. And Brighton 0, West Ham 0. So there we have it. Up to third place. Now, we're taking on Liverpool, and if we can beat them, we're going to close the gap on them to just 4 points. It's going to be... I do think this Liverpool game is going to be harder than Chelsea, but we shall see. Bottom of the table, still Sheffield United, Burnley, and Fulham. So we're going to move into match day 27, which means we've only got 11 games left of the season, people. So we're going to finish this by December time. But the Derby rematch, Chapter 3... You're on a winning nice streak right now as you head into the second derby. How are you feeling given that the league title rests on the results of this match? No, it doesn't rest on the results of this match. If it's a draw, then it's a draw. We got to bring home the win. The last derby is still fresh in our minds. I think it's going to be a tough contest. Of course, taking on the Premier League champions here. They're an amazing team. They've got talent from top to bottom. They're the package, the complete package. But regardless, we're going to play to our strengths. Alright, so here's a look at the top goal scorers. So, yeah, Calvert-Lewin, 9 goals for the season. That's respectable. No, I mean, not quite Aguero, is it, with 19 already? That's madness. Jimenez has got 17, Salah 16, Aubameyang 14, Kane on 12. James Rodriguez has 7. Most of those are probably from free kicks, by the way. Anyone else as we scroll down? We've got Richarlison on 5. Not too bad there. Let's have a look at the top assists for the season. And we have got Thiago with 10, Alexander-Arnold with 9. That's pretty impressive for a right back. David's got 5. Solid. Anyone else down here? We've got Calvert-Lewin with 4. Impressive. And Mina's got 3 as well. Fantastic. Okay, so here we go. The big match for today. Once again, why they didn't start Alisson in the last game? I guess Klopp started falling out with him. I don't know. But anyway, let's have a look. Oh, brilliant. Villa's down. Superb. Anyway, yeah, we're going to have to play around with this because there's a lot of people buzzing. And obviously, if they're flashing, yeah, you generally want to play them. So, yeah, let's have a look. All right, so for today's game, this is what we're going to have to go for. It's an interesting one because I'm not going to change the back line. I'm actually going to keep the same players that just played against Chelsea. I think it's a smart thing to do. I know Mina's, not down today and he's recovered, but I'm still a little bit concerned with the pace. Mina against someone like Godfrey. Godfrey's speed is a 76, 73. Mina he's a 75, but his acceleration is only a 69. I'm going to start. Plus, they're flashing away like a couple of traffic lights. So, I'm going to keep the same back line. I think Mbabu against Mane will be a good contest. Definitely need. I mean, his speed saved me in the last game. Chelsea are about to be through, and because of his 96 speed or whatever it is, I talk about speed a lot, people, but PES, FIFA, it doesn't matter what you play. Obviously, you can't have a team with no speed. You've got to have something. So anyway, we're going to keep the same back line. Alan comes back into the mix. Gomez with David. David's up for it. And looking at James, he wouldn't last. He wouldn't last this game. So we'll probably bring him on later. And then we'll go for Sarr, Calvert-Lewin, who's playing well right now, and Richarlison. And, Luigi Jr. is going to have to start on the bench. But we're up to an 84 on the spirit. That's the key here. That's what's going to help us out a little bit more. Anyway, there's a look at Liverpool. You got Milner in the middle. Interesting decision when you got Thiago on the bench. I don't understand the logic with some of these, but they could be on bad form. I don't know. I can't tell. You can't tell. Anyway, let's dive into it. Hope you guys enjoy it, as always. And, first against third. Let's do this. Wow. Well, there's an introduction. How come we got music in this one? Maybe because licensed teams, Liverpool aren't licensed. That's interesting. I didn't think they had the anthem. It wasn't in the last match against Chelsea. So there we go. A nice little da-na-na. Anyway, here we are. The big one. The biggest game of the season so far. Without a shadow of a doubt. If we can do the business today, Everton, we're going to close that gap on the league leaders of Everton. And more important, Liverpool. But more importantly, we'll maybe go into second place depending on what happens with Manchester City. But away we go. We know how Liverpool will play. They will press you high and they will not give you, you absolutely map it. Giving it away early here to Firmino, and there's Godfrey. That's why we put him in the team today. David, lovely play as he skips past his man and finds Alan, who is fresh, fit, revitalised, and everything in between. As David now picks it up. Players definitely queuing up in the box. Oh, inviting ball. Milner's missed it. Back to Andre Gomez. It's a feisty start to the game here. Roberto Firmino. Don't really want to not go with him because of the pace of Mane. As he floats one over. Digne with the header. Comes back towards James Milner. Flicks it on towards Mohamed Salah. Now Alexander-Arnold. Good play here by Liverpool when Adam delivers it in. And Firmino's over the bar. And that's where the problems are going to lie. Once Liverpool start clicking, start playing that football, it's hard to get it off them. Hard to deny them. But yeah, it's a tough header. And Richarlison just looking for Calvert-Lewin. It's not going to be easy for him today up against Virgil van Dijk. Named one of the world's best. Well, certainly one of the best players at the back. Milner just dropping off a little bit as he finds Van Dijk. Now looking for that searching ball towards Firmino, but not really going to beat Godfrey there. Firmino does lay it off. Mohamed Salah with a strike, but he never really got hold of it too well. Digne has tried to find his man there. It's all a little bit scrappy at the moment. Calvert-Lewin towards Richarlison. Now he's up against Matip. But Richarlison smartly decides to give it back to him. Not a good pass. Given away sloppily there. Looking for that switch. And Babu does well. David gets beaten to the ball. Firmino. Is it back towards Mohamed Salah? Oh, it could have gone in. It certainly could have. Liverpool, this is tough. Everton are finding it tough to get this ball out right now. It was a good strike by the Egyptian, but just about a foot wide. And he knows it. But they know what a big game this is. I'm sure that if you asked Luigi before the match, if you took a draw today, would you probably say yes, that will do? And he'd probably say yes. A draw wouldn't be the worst result in the world, but you're not going to play that way. You're going to go out there, you're going to go fighting and looking for 3 points. Keane finds Olsen now. Swings it round to Mbabu. Looking to take on Mane. It's a little bit naughty there. I'm surprised the referee hasn't done anything. I mean, he just went through the back of him. It's a shocker. This is where Everton, they've got to play fast, quick tempo football. If they don't, that's what's going to happen. It's another late one there, given away. But the Merseyside Derby is always an enthralling affair. Now a chance, Calvert-Lewin, who's done brilliantly well. Oh dear. Fantastically well, and that's where we should have brought the arrow up. He nearly hit the corner flag. Oh dear, oh dear. Feeds it inside to David. As he finds Calvert-Lewin. It's another late one there by Liverpool, and Mr. Milner himself, I mean, it's got to be a booking now. It is going to be a yellow. There's been so many fouls that the referee's let go. He finally said, I've had enough. And it's time to give you a good old-fashioned yellow card. Well, 26 minutes played. Liverpool have had a couple of chances, but they haven't hit the frame yet. This ball's fed up the line towards Mane. Oh, Babu's got the wrong side of him. And then he does well to stick in the foot. And looks to launch that one high. And that's a great pass to Sarr. Fantastic awareness. As Sarr's certainly going to need some support. It's another late challenge, and it's just filthy. It really is. It's got to be another yellow, ref. Keep whipping them out. This will stem from a beautiful, beautiful ball from Mbabu. Sarr continued to run. And then Fabinho, he just said, I can't be bothered to chase you. I'm going to just foul you. Tried to feed it through the space. Couldn't find anyone. And now a chance for Liverpool here. Mane. Towards Firmino. Lays it across. Wijnaldum. Could open it up for a strike here. Decides it against it. Mane floats it out wide towards Alexander-Arnold, who's got a couple of assists already this season. And Firmino has to keep that down. That's the second chance today. Second free header for him. Great vision there by Mane. Great ball in as well. And you've got to keep it down. You just have to. But it's never easy when you've got the likes of Liverpool, you know, sniffing down your backside every 5 minutes. Well, Babu now, and there is space through here. He's offside. He would have been offside, I think, there. And Babu loves to come forward, this guy. He's not afraid to do it. The only problem is they've left a huge hole. That's a great challenge. Fantastically timed by Digne. And the referee got it spot on 100%. Full-blooded all day. And now Digne has gone from doing that to bringing it forward himself. Wijnaldum's chasing him, and Alexander-Arnold is going to have to come across, and Everton will take that as it rolls out for the throw. Andre Gomez floats it in. That's the thing. You know, it's almost like having Amina on the other side of the field today, because you've got Virgil van Dijk, who's coming in at around 6'6". So Calvert-Lewin is a tall guy, but he's not 6'6" tall. But there's no doubt Liverpool have had the better of the half. Calvert-Lewin had a couple of efforts though. Just unfortunately for him, couldn't do the business. And Babu now. And he'll take it himself. Now he's got Milner chasing him. Oh, look at the space out wide here towards the likes of Richarlison. He was trying to find him. Salah picks it up. Final 2 minutes of a very lively half. The only thing we are missing is some goals. Without him. Towards Mane. Milner up the line towards Robertson now. 1 minute of stoppage time to play. Robertson's got the other side of his man. There's another header. And it's the third time that Firmino, I think he needed a haircut, to be honest, because something's off with him. It's just the heading today. He can't keep it down. Once again, brilliant play. Great ball in. Got to keep it down. So referee blows and we're off for the second half. Yeah, Liverpool had 5 attempts. 5 attempts to Everton's 2 in the first half, but not a single one of those attempts are on target, and tells you the story of how it's gone for them. I mean, Liverpool now are going to play more like a 4-5-1 than a 4-3-3, so a slight alteration there, nothing too drastic, but I just feel like maybe Everton are losing the battle in the middle. It's when Alden does play it through the middle towards the back post, and Mane, I mean, he sneakily tried to hit this near post, Mane. It was a valiant attempt. This is a great ball across the face by Wijnaldum. Everyone missed it, and you can see the goalie was beaten. His feet were planted. Well, here is Allen. We haven't really seen too much of Allen. Does find Sarr. Brilliant play as he gets past Robertson. Flicks back towards Mbabu. Allen towards David now. He's got some space and forcing the save by, was it Adrian in goal? Adrian. I think he's had a good season. I mean, he really has. Overall, when you look at players that have been consistently good, overall, he's scored a couple of free kicks as well. He's been very impressive. That's a great ball up the line now. Salah having a go from a long, long way out. Mane looking to strike it. Babu just got a foot in the way. And here comes Sarr towards David now. And David's looking for something. It's just, there's no one on. There's no support. And that's a splitting pass. And it's going to be a chance here for Salah. Twisting one way, comes off. I don't know who that was. Godfrey? Losing track of time here. Losing track of what's going on. Firmino. Or Fabinho trying to stay up with his man, Allen. Well played, Allen. Really good feet by him just to even try and keep that ball. Sarr. He's going to have to swing it back to Keane. Liverpool are so attacking. So many players forward. It's very, very difficult to keep the pressure on them. Richarlison is too slow on the ball. Now the game is so stretched. You feel like one chance is it's going to click at some point. And Mane can't keep it alive. And another change for Liverpool. It looks like Everton going to make a change now, but Shaqiri coming on for Mane. Interesting one. And the first change, it's going to be Davis on. Andre Gomez off. Question is, what can he do? He can deliver it one towards the back post. David went for the spectacular. If he scored that one, my oh my, it's some finish. Sarr, edge of the box towards Davis. Feeds it back to Allen. Flicks it over the top towards Mbabu. Gets half a foot into it. Matip is about 7'7". Oh, it's come back towards Calvert-Lewin, who tried to cause some problems. 25 minutes left. You still can't call this one. Everton have not really been in the game, but they're still creating something when they get a chance. And Liverpool have had so many chances themselves. They've missed so many of them. Are they going to hit one on target? Keane towards Digne. Have to give that one back towards Keane. He's going to swing that all the way around to Sarr. It's a tasty pass. Back inside towards Allen. Feeds it up the line. Calvert-Lewin, first time pass. Davis, great play by him. Still going. Oh, he was trying to find Calvert-Lewin. It was a good idea. This game is so stretched, so open. Here comes Mohamed Salah now. Feeds it up the line. Firmino. Not had the best game when it comes to finishing, but he's done well. Thiago, will he shoot? He will, but Olsen does brilliantly well himself. And now a chance for Everton to bring it forward. Sarr. Oh, the pass to Calvert-Lewin was a loose one. Liverpool still look like they can be beaten at the back because they are pushing so many players forward. Firmino again. A lovely turn this time, but Allen's there. Great defending. And now a chance for Everton. Richarlison just says to Calvert-Lewin, you know what, let's get a little bit of breathing room here and try and do something, as Virgil van Dijk looking a little bit shaky there. Firmino didn't win the header. Fed up the line, looking for Allen. He's given it away. Another chance for Liverpool. Swung round the other way, but Mbabu this time is there first. And we have still got 15 minutes left. So many tired legs for both sides. Played Allen. Not the right pass, though. Forced that to no end. Didn't need to do it. But that ball over the top is going to be seen all day by Godfrey, but it's fallen back into the mixer. Shaqiri now has a go from long range. Here is Matip. I'm sure Liverpool have had majority of possession today, the majority of the chances. But we've spoke about finishing, and it hasn't been good enough. And Liverpool have this thing right now about shooting from an awful long way out. I don't understand why. Jurgen Klopp must have said, you know what, boys, when you get a chance, shoot from anywhere, because that's exactly what they've been doing. David, Calvert-Lewin, David, it's worked a treat. And David, I tell you what, if he went down there, that could have been given. Richarlison lays it across. It's Davis! Oh, he struck the post. Oh, Davis, mate. That was it. That was the chance we've been waiting for. Brilliant play, Richarlison. Fed it across. How close is that? So Everton have made a couple of changes. Luigi Jr. comes on. Calvert-Lewin's off. And also Mbabu has put his shift in. He's come off. And Aarons comes on as Everton are just trying to, stop from Liverpool from scoring here. A 0-0 right now would not be the worst result in the world for them. But saying that, they could very well do the business. David has seen the run of Luigi. Oh, it was just try to play it as early. Oh, look at that. It's fractions. Liverpool, they've got to be tired at this point. They've put so many players forward in this game. Here is Fabinho. Feeds it across. It's going to be Wijnaldum looking to strike it. And they are still going. Oh, Olsen, you legend. What a save that is again. Such a good goalie, Olsen. Now here comes Sarr. And there is space through the middle here for David to try and latch onto it. It's just got to that point now, isn't it? Final 2 minutes to spare. Is it going to finish goalless somehow at Goodison Park? Liverpool have had chances. If Firmino could finish with his head, they'd probably be winning this game. But he hasn't been able to. Alexander-Arnold lays it up. They've got one final go here as the ball's fed through. And that is going to be no one's because I don't know why. But it's going to be a corner. Oh dear, oh dear. It is fighting time. Final few seconds now. If Liverpool score now, you'd say, what is going on? Cleared away. And Luigi Jr. will get it. But the referee blows for full time. I'll take it. I will take a 0-0 because it was hard work. It was very difficult just to keep the ball moving. You know, when Liverpool are pressing and pressing and pressing, it's just the way they play, and it was hard work. Look at that. 13 attempts to 4. Yes, we were on Superstar, people. I don't know, they had this thing today about shooting from long distance, and no, I'm not playing with any gameplay mods. This is just default gameplay. So there you go. Anyway, man of the match, Olsen. Fantastic. So the other results, Chelsea did win 0-0, so they'll probably bump us down to 4th now. Newcastle 2, West Brom 4. Good result for West Brom. Leeds 2, Southampton 2. West Ham 1, Tottenham 3. Aston Villa beat Wolves. Crystal Palace 1, Sheffield United 0. Man City 1, Man United 0. Come on, United. Do us a favour here, son. Arsenal losing to Leicester and Fulham drawing to Brighton. So yeah, now we move back down to 4th. 5 points ahead of Tottenham. I mean, we have a 12-point lead over Manchester United. Just playing as well as real life. But yeah, it was a 0-0. It was one of those things. It could have gone worse. I hit the post. Was a bit unlucky. And that other Calvert-Lewin finish was dreadful. But that's manual for you. And there you go. Anyway, we shall return because we are taking on Aston Villa in the quarterfinals. That's right, quarterfinals of the FA Cup. So yeah, we only have about, 10 matches left. 10 matches left, and that season will be done. I'm looking forward to getting hopefully into the Europa League or Champions League. Obviously, Champions League is what we want. But yeah, there we have it. Let me know your thoughts below as always. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Sarr has picked up a bit of a muscle inflammation, and he's going to be out for some time in February. So yeah, it'll be the usual. Konami's injuries are ridiculous. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 days and that's it. They're back. I've never seen a long-term injury I don't want to see a long-term injury because it could mess me up, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, we'll return shortly. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Till next time, take care.